and blessings, and welcome to the Soul Logistic Radio Show, Monday Morning Quarterback. I'm your host, Doug Evans, the unknown icon. A few people call me Hannibal Smith. Got the Minister of Information, the straw that stirs the drink, the movie critic, Fat Tommy. What's popping?
What's going on, Doug Evans? Just another week in football.
And we got my auntie from Petersburg Communities, Inc. What's up, Mary Howard? How you doing?
Hey, nephews. How y'all doing?
Hey.
This morning, first of all hail to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got a W, and the real Steeler fans are not really that impressed. We had 6 turnovers and only still won by 7. So I'm just letting everybody know that I'm not a type of fan to be dogging Mike Tomlin. Then when we win and act like it's such a big deal. That's what I'm just saying.
Well, let me just say this. A win is a win. A W is a W. It don't matter how ugly or pretty it is. The question is, do you go out there and get the W? So, yes, you should be all hail to the Steelers because y'all went out there and figured out how to win.
I mean, won the hardest games.
Just like Chicago. Did you see them? They figured out how to win.
Hey, listen. Hey, before we jump into all that, man, I got to tell you, it's going down this Saturday. The 2nd annual Petersburg Veterans Day celebration is going to be crazy. King Asiatic is coming to town. Big Daddy Kane is coming. Shout out to Parks and Rec, Petersburg Parks and Rec. Marquise
Allen, go
Petersburg Communities Inc., Miss Howard, holding us down. We've been doing crazy events since I don't know when, and the last couple of events been free. But let me get this in right quick before we jump into all that. A special private meet and greet. Now, I'm telling all friends and foes, jump on this early because it's a small amount, and the day of, I can't help you. I'm just telling you. It's a small private meet and greet if you want to meet Big Daddy Kane, because we got these legends and they falling, and you get a chance to meet them. You want to take the opportunity. Call 804-446-4699. Inbox me, do something. But the day of, don't talk to me. You got to talk to higher up. Ain't that right?
You already know.
So real quick, I just want to thank Petersburg for the decorations. Like, I went downtown last night because it was homecoming for for the governor's school, and the Christmas decorations. I'm so glad we didn't have the square tin man that's cut like cardboard. We had lights. The lights was looking good. Look, I rode past Legends Park. The backboards, the basketball court. I know we coming with a grand opening, a ribbon cutting, but the basketball court is looking good. Petersburg is really on the move, doing a lot of positive things, and we just really need to shout out the things that's positive in the community, such as the free Big Daddy Kane concert. I mean,
I'm telling you. Hey, listen. For now on social media, if you hear somebody say something bad about Petersburg, you throw something up there positive about Petersburg. Because I'm serious, Lee Park is dope. We were just about to get to Kenrick. He popped back out. But you right. Hey, shout out to Petersburg Parks and Recs, man. They doing it big. I don't want to hear it.
And look, so Doug, check it out. We want to be outside. Look like it's 67 degrees on Saturday.
Hey, man, should we take a poll or something? You think, Fat Tom, you think we should take this outside?
Outside would be dope. What's next week? It's November.
Yeah, but I looked
at this Saturday, bro.
This Saturday.
Yeah, I think Saturday. I think it's according to the Almanac, it is supposed to be warm this week.
Yeah,
the thing that scared me about this time of year is the rain. Like, we never know. Like, it's 50-50 on the rain. But
they say anything about rain in the forecast? What the forecast talking about?
Didn't say rain.
The problem, the challenge is you can't change it up the day of. Because, like, if you knew they had 0 chance of rain on Saturday and you just set it up and we went for it, then we could go. But then if it looked like rain, then you got to move it indoors and then people will be all confused. But I think Petersburg ain't that big.
No, once we make the decision, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah. We confused now because we want it outside.
Right.
So we feeling it by, we just feeling it. 67. But the thing about it is,
what time does it go in?
4. It is an 8. But the thing about it is that we have the option to take it in or out.
Right.
So
I would go indoors only because of this. The reason why I would say indoors is because we in daylight savings time now, so it's dark at 4 o'clock. So that means the temperature gonna drop quickly from 4 to 8. You know, it's gonna be warm in the daytime when the sun is up, but that 4 to 8 o'clock, that's gonna be
that's our thoughts. Yeah, that's a thought. But Yeah, we gonna figure this out. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited because the phone is starting ring, 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 and that means that our work is not in vain. So
Right.
yeah, everybody just come out. The doors gonna open at 3:30. First come, first serve. So you better be there to get in. Like
Be there, be square. Don't
yeah.
meet Mary there. Beat Mary there.
Well, that means you're gonna be there at 12 o'clock.
And if you know a veteran,
Yeah.
invite them. Come on out. This is another celebration. Last year was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Melissa Morgan really showed out for the veterans. I got a feeling that Big Daddy Kane has got something special for the
Yeah.
veterans. And if you know veterans, some of them, not doing too well, get a chance to get out for some entertainment, some fresh air, and things like that. Come on out, man. Listen, don't come all stuck up because, hey, get loose because you never know what I might bring to the table.
Oh my God. He's a veteran, y'all. Thank you for your service, sir. You see
Yeah.
the veteran coming out.
I just heard this weekend that the Navy was awarded. They have the best chefs in all the branches. Now, I was in the Air Force. I thought we had great chefs. But
I was a cook in the Navy.
I know. That's why I'm telling you. I just learned on Saturday the Navy was voted to have the best chefs out of all branches of service. And I said to my wife, I said, Doug wants to cook in the Navy. So, Doug, hey, y'all won, baby.
What?
You need an omelet? You need an omelet? Hey, we got hey, listen, we can't even you gotta turn your
camera on.
And your mic on.
Yeah, I see his the camera. He still got to be connected because it's black, so he there.
Yeah, well, just put the phone in front of you like I would do, and just talk. Take your head, your earphones
I know what
off.
it is. His heart is so black from that loss last night. That's what it is.
You're gonna force him in.
Yeah, back to that, man. Listen, the veterans, y'all need to come on out and listen. It's not just Big Daddy Kane. We got other entertainment. DJ Dink Malone going to be there. Backed by Popular the Man, the band, Diane Breed. They was there last year. They coming back.
Jazz band out of DC.
You want some jazz? Got a little jazz for you. Also, BK Freddie and B Sounds. Going to be there.
And our Trail Waddell. So
our Trail Waddell is gonna be crazy. So y'all come on out there, have a good time. I don't want to hear nothing about there's nothing going on. I don't want to hear it.
Everybody say that, but I've been going out. There's been something going on in Petersburg. Seem like every week. Seem like to me. We just had homecoming. We just had. Oh, you know what? Can we take one moment again and just I know that D passed and it's gonna be a minute, but. Man, they sent him home beautiful, man. Lauryn Hill, Dave Chappelle, Spike Lee, Common, Maxwell, all of them. All of them, yes, came and they really laid him to rest beautifully. Bill McGee, shout out to Bill McGee. He gave the words about Kennedy and walked us through a timeline. So it was a wonderful, wonderful homegoing. So
R.I.P. And I heard to get in there, you had to sign like an application. They were saying don't post anything, but people still posting. We got Kenrick. Hey, Kenrick, what's popping, brother?
I don't know if y'all can hear me right now.
There you go.
I don't know. Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, listen.
All right.
Well,
how's it going, people?
Yeah, from the founder of Black Gun Initiative, Kenrick is in the building, my man. Hey, Kenrick, I just woke up this morning and I went to Facebook, social media, and I heard you spazzing out. You were just spazzing out about the commanders and the coaching. Let me talk to the people about that, brother.
Listen, I mean, this is a rough day. First of all, good to be on here, man. You know, I knew y'all guys forever and a day, so it's definitely good to be on. But this is actually not a good day because coaching always get, you try to ask in sports about what is what percentage does coaching play a role in the success or the failure of a team. And there comes a point in time, like I said, where as a player, you want to die on your sword, but sometimes the coach have to save you from that.
From yourself.
In this instance here, this was a total failure on the coaching part, and I'm talking about obviously the Jayden Daniels thing with him being injured and the coach. And listen, injuries happen in sports.
Right.
Football have injuries all the time. So that's, I don't have a problem with injuries. But when the coach comes on and start to wax poetic about, in hindsight, as a coach, you're supposed to have foresight. So as soon as he said that, he already lost me. And not just that, that's like coaching 101. We watch enough sports where a team is getting wiped out. You get the starters out of it.
Right. That's right.
At the very least, you get
Fifth
your quarter.
grade, sixth grade, mini bitty basketball,
Yeah,
baby.
And, the point,
Everybody know this.
and
This
the
is
point,
nothing new
and the point, he was just coming back from an injury, right?
from an
right.
injury.
And listen, I would even give that because I don't even like to put that out there. If he's on the field, he's on the field. I don't care about what happened prior to. The fact of the matter is, we're being wiped out, and on a previous possession, we punt on fourth down from the 50-yard line. So you've already given up the game.
Right.
So and this is why when I said that they should resign or be fired, in certain moves you make, you can see that he's coaching trying to keep his job versus coaching to try to win the game, or not even win the game, but just coaching period. Because at that point in time, you have that guy in there. He only is going to play one way.
Right.
Well,
But again, you punt it on fourth down, the possession to go. They up by 30 points with 7 minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot give me a logical reason why that young man should have still been in the game.
yeah, I'm disappointed because there is no reason. Number one, you had no chance of winning.
None.
Just winning was off the table. You had resigned, like you said, you had resigned that you wasn't going to win because you punted right there. You went. So all of this, everyone noticed. This is from recreational football, basketball. Now you put the young guys in who never get a chance to play. That's how you bring them up. You're supposed to have them out there.
I'm gonna tell you something. At that point in the game, is no more profit in that game. That game is over.
Right.
So at that point in time, you get everybody out. You clear your benches.
Yep.
At this point, you're looking forward, projecting to the next
game. Yep. See what your rookie can do. Your new quarterback. Give him some snaps for the day he might need to get back in the game. You just go out there and bring us home.
But ultimately, when you get up to the press conference, own your decision. If you see, don't hit me with hindsight. That is my biggest problem. All the stuff, everything you're saying is, spot on. But when you get to that podium, own it. You know what? I chose to leave him in, or maybe, hindsight, because it's either two problems. Your system of protocols is messed up because you got nobody on that sideline that will come to you and be like, yo, coach, are we going to let the kid go back out there? Or ultimately, your philosophy is jammed up where you can't see what it is. You've been around football that long, and you can't tell me that this young man should be in the game. So for me, that was kind of the onus of why I got on there. I mean, listen, we've been going through it. So, the assistant coaches and all that stuff, to me, the only resource we got of any hope is that quarterback. That man with everything. So for me, at that point in time, you got to get him out of there. and listen, I'm sure the owner, the GM, they hear it. Now, whether they're going to do something or not, that, that's neither here nor there. But, but ultimately, I don't think they're going to do anything. They should, because to me, that was so egregious. Again, Pop Warner, you getting smoked. Everybody, starters out at the back.
We see so much of this when it's like the person that's in charge can't be challenged or can't be questioned.
Right.
Until you're in a leadership position a lot, how do you feel about, say, like if one of the players come to the podium for the press conference, if he says something bad about the coach, that's like the worst thing ever, right? I think you should be able to do that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mary.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing that I see often. I'm 60 and I've been watching this sport. And I used to think it was racism, but it's not. It's cultural differences. And what I mean by that is, as I look at how they treat quarterbacks, all the way back to Warren Moon. First of all, they don't think none of us should be quarterbacks. Warren Moon shouldn't have been a quarterback. Lamar Jackson shouldn't have been a quarterback. Jalen Hurts shouldn't have been a quarterback. But now we're in a position where we have these players that are quarterbacks, and they don't treat them the way they treated their quarterbacks. What I mean by that is we go hard. It's a cultural thing for us where we don't want to lose. I don't care if the score is 59-1. If we on the field, we giving it 100%. That's not how they do everybody. When they have their Tom Brady's, they say, yo, pull Tom out the game. If Tom Brady would have been the coach, the quarterback, they would have pulled him out the game. They don't look after us the way they look after
Kenrick, RG3, it happened with y'all with RG3.
I would kind of push back against that only in this regard. Football players, if you ever play football, the mentality of football is if you're on the field, you're gonna go. I just think that's why for me it's more about the coaching, where you got to save the player from himself, because if you don't, they're gonna just go out there and play. And whether it's Brady or Moon or any of them guys, if you let them on the field, they're gonna go on the field. If they up by 30 or if they down by 30, they're gonna play. Now, I do agree with you how they look at us in certain regards. Yeah, you can make that point, but ultimately for me, that one is strictly about coaching, because what are you there for?
Remember Doug Williams? Remember Doug Williams? They wanted Doug Williams to take a shot and play. Doug had to check himself out the game because he knew that the team, the coaching, the management staff don't care about our bodies. That's just a fact.
Listen, now I've been a Washington fan. I'm from New York, but I've been a Washington fan since
we still trying to figure that out, but go ahead.
81. I'm gonna tell you the stuff behind the scenes with Doug Williams. Doug wanted to be in some of them games, and they actually took him out of a game. If you actually check back,
hold it. Yeah. They took Doug out the game because he didn't practice on Friday. They didn't take him out the game because they wanted Doug to listen. I was living in DC. Doug came on the Donnie Simpson show on Monday after the game and said, look, Gibbs wanted me to take a shot. I refused to take the shot. They took me out the game.
What are you talking about? A regular season game? I'm talking about the year.
I'm talking about the Super Bowl when he wasn't. They didn't start him because he didn't practice on Friday. Remember, this had been building up for weeks, so he didn't practice on Friday because he was already injured to a certain degree, and so he refused to take the shot. Didn't practice. So what did they do? Say we not starting him. Then they put him in the game not because they wanted to. They was losing. They had no choice but to put Doug in the game. Now
Schrader got hurt. That's why Doug Williams ended up in the game.
They had no choice but to put him in the game.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
But the year before, what happened with Doug Williams was the year the Giants won the Super Bowl the prior year. The Giants beat us 17-0 in the championship game. Doug Williams got pulled out of that game. I think he either had the guy Schrader had a concussion. And Doug Williams wanted to come in the game because the same thing kind of traded off with them. And the kid waved them off. Joe Gibbs, this is one of the only things I have against Joe Gibbs. He did not get in the middle of that as a coach and take the guy off the field when he obviously had a concussion. And at the time, we were only down 7-0. So when the thing turned around, I actually think Doug Williams, and he obviously ended up starting because Schrader got hurt. He got hurt in the playoffs. But then remember in the Super Bowl, there was a play when Doug Williams went back and hurt his knee. If you watching it,
you remember, yeah.
He hurt his knee. What happened? The same thing happened. They wanted Doug Williams to come off. He waved the guy off. So it was that story kind of what you're saying was true, but also that story kind of spun itself back because Joe Gibbs did not really rally for him at that time. Now the people give him credit for doing that, but at that point in time in '86, he kind of left Doug Williams, hung him out to dry with that. So
my only point is this. My only point is that they still have this cattle mentality when dealing with us as quarterbacks, and I see it across the league. Like they want us to go out and just about kill ourselves for this game, and they overly play. They play with kitten gloves with everybody else. They overly protect them and under protect us. That's
And the
just
fans,
from my
the fans
perspective.
don't care, and the fans don't care. The fans make it worse.
Right? They just look. We got money on the game. We just
listen. I would tend to agree and disagree to a certain extent.
I got you. Yep.
I mean, I see a lot in the football where I think overall the Shield only cares about the Shield. Now,
right, I agree. Corporations only care about the corporation. I would agree.
All right, so I think a lot.
Well, tell me this, guy.
A lot less.
Why wouldn't I rally for myself?
Right.
Why wouldn't I rally for myself and say, no, I ain't going up in there. I can't do that.
Yeah, but hold on. Auntie, you know, in this day, if you say that, the news will be like, who was that quarterback? Who's the quarterback said, I want to get out the game? The Richardson brother.
I'm hurting and no protection.
Remember?
Act started that game, and he ain't been on the field since.
Look how they did Cam Newton. When Cam Newton didn't dive on that ball, because I wouldn't have dived. I looked and said, shoot, the game over. He shouldn't have dived. But now, because Cam Newton didn't dive on that ball, they still give him that little sideways talk.
But Cam was the biggest guy out there, and now he won't talk junk about other people, so he should have dived on the ball.
Well, he should have, but I wouldn't have. I mean, because at the end of the day, this is a job. This is a job. Like, at the end of the day, the job, when they coach you off the field, they're going to practice in the morning. They're going to finish the game. They're not going to stop the game. You at the hospital going through whatever you're going through, and the machine is moving. So you got to stand up in any place, not just the football field, basketball court, the distribution center, the daggone hospital. You have to fight for yourself. I tell students all the time, if you don't believe in you,
I think sports have a different you can't apply that when it comes to like sports. Remember, if we playing on sports, if all of us playing on that basketball court and we getting whopped or something, and Tommy, you tap out.
Yeah, I know how that feels. Yeah, you ain't. But that's true. That's why you do need the coach, because the coach got to say, "Come sit down," because you never want to quit. We don't want to quit. We don't want to quit nothing.
Right, because if you're out there, you're playing. Because if I debate whether or not your heart is in it, you're done.
Right.
See, Mary, how it goes? You can actually know you're going through it, but if you say I'm tapping out, the fella's like, yo.
Right. No, but these are guys you listen. It's like going. Do you want to go to war with a guy that you feel like is afraid in that foxhole to pull the trigger? Of course not.
Well, if you ain't protecting me, I need to go. Well, I can get protected.
Listen. I put out a song called Trey, produced by Knots. In the song Trey, I told everybody before they go in the booth and rap to think about the movie Boys in the Hood, and you in the back seat. And like you say, I'm riding with the fellas. In my heart, I know I'm not with this. Are you gonna be man enough to stand up and say, you know what? Put me out. I'm not with this. That's a man to me. I don't care what everybody's doing. If my heart ain't in it right now, let me out. I'm not with it.
I want you out because if I'm out there with you and it's me and you and we strapped and your heart ain't with it, you might hesitate. So I'd be proud. I'm saying, yo, for real. No, when you out there, I want you to tap out. I want you to say,
or at least tell you beforehand. Say, Fat Tommy, I'm not with this, bro.
Right? Because that way, if I get shot, I know that hey, my man told me he wasn't with it in the beginning. Like that is being a man. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Was Ice Cube, who actually pulled over and let him get out. Because at that point in time, that was like the coach. You saved from himself. You know he's there on emotion. Once you feel like that, it ain't gonna really be about that. You let him out, because if you brought him there, not only will he probably get him killed, he might get y'all killed as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, football and everything is the sports is truly this. You know when a dude really ain't with it. You know when somebody, even in sports, you know when they playing because their parents told him to play. So what that he's 7'2"? He don't really care about basketball. He just out here because his mother said play. So you have to look at him like that. Now there's certain people, I remember having a twisted ankle, bandaging my ankle, putting on 2 pair of socks, pulling my strings really tight, and going out there and playing basketball, trying to play with a broken wrist. Like, that's what you do when you're a competitor. You have to have a parent or a coach that tells you, yo, it ain't worth it. You got to live to fight another day. This is not war. Now, if this is war, that's a whole different situation. We're talking basketball.
Why in the beginning I said that to me this is about the coach, because we can get into philosophies or whether a guy's about it, who with it or whatever the case may be, the tone of losing the locker room, but as ultimately at the end, the coach, you have to save these guys from themselves sometimes.
Before you came on, I said that exact word, that it's the coach's job, because competitors never want to quit. Competitors want to compete. They don't care.
If you let them go out there, what is he going?
They're giving it all. They're giving it everything they got.
Either you or somebody on that staff should have come and say, yo, do we want to send 5 back out there? And then you make a decision, because you can say, hey, there's a lot going on. Nothing was going on. You was getting smoked. It wasn't like you was lining up a strategy to win. You was getting smoked. That game was over. So at that
chance.
At that point in time, your only obligation to the team
was to protect the player, the stars.
So how long has Dan Quinn been coaching?
He's been coaching a long time.
But the Commanders.
I'm going to tell you something, and remember this: coaching and assistant coaches is 2 different things. Because being able to lead, not just lead a group of men, because an assistant coach or a coordinator can lead a group of men, but to be able to lead multiple personalities, offense. Remember, offense philosophy and defensive players philosophy is 2 different. But then also manage personalities overall as a coach. That is something totally different. And to me, I've been saying it for anybody who has known me with Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is a very great coordinator. Because as a coach, you have to have a little a-hole in you too, because you got to be willing to get on guys. Hey, Tommy, I got to be able to call you out.
Right.
Hey, I got to be able to say this and don't care how you feel, because for the greater good. And a lot of guys, the quote unquote players coaches, a lot of them don't really last. It don't really last. I mean, as much as we may say Mike Tomlin is a player's coach, but Mike Tomlin don't hesitate to put you in your place or air you out if need be. You understand? So that whole player's coach would have different levels of it. And Quinn is in the zone of, you can't want to be liked all the time.
But what I would question is, in basketball, they just asked Michael Jordan the question the other day about load management. I can't understand the mentality. I'm with Mary on a certain part where there's supposed to be a mentality. Basketball, they want to win and they're competitive. But then they say, I'm going to take 4 games off so I'm stronger for the playoffs. You gotta have somebody that tells you, yo, you got to be able to fight tomorrow as well. This is a game of 15 games.
You know what? I think it's different. I think how we came up on sports is different now that you see the money involved, and then you look up and you see, and you look up and see the owner making all this money, and you down here as the worker.
Listen, Doug, I'm happy you said that, because I was gonna say, Tommy, you say that, and that is actually part of our problem. Because we were acting the warrior part, and the business part was passing us by. Right. They was making all the money while we were crashing out. But now, you know why load? And I would tell Mike this too. You know why load managing is a problem now? Is because the players are enlightened now about their money and they're more business minded. So load management becomes an issue. Because they want you out there, but these guys will say, I'm not going to crash out. Listen, Mike never had to worry about anything. Now, listen, he was playing, but remember, Mike Money was never funny.
Right.
Sure, it's some guys who in his contemporaries that when you check their figures,
they had to go out there, right? They had to go out there.
You look at them.
They had to fight for them.
They had no money.
But look, here's what I would say.
You mess around, tweak your ankle, and then you look on Sports Center and see they done traded you. You know what I'm saying?
But see, here's the difference. In basketball,
I never begrudge a player when he holds out, when he do whatever, get your money. Because one thing about NFL, when they done with you, they done.
And we so much hypocrites.
But that's America. When America's done with you, it don't matter the position. It don't matter where you work.
That's why I love Kevin Durant. We so much hypocrites when everybody got on Kevin Durant from going to Golden State after they beat him and said, why would you join a team that's loaded? And everybody that got on him about that, I asked him, on your job, if you could go to a job and like where I work at, if I can go to another job, they got AC, the people are nicer, they feed us at
Paying you more money, you
lunchtime.
got to do less.
Right. Who's not going to do that? You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But we so hypocrite as fans, we won't. No, you're supposed to work and try to make it with a lesser team. Come on, man.
Well,
I'm
you know,
sorry.
this is how I would look at it from a business standpoint. And that's why I think they need to do more about guaranteed money in the NFL. Because if I guarantee, say Gilgeous Alexander $200 million, right, over 20 years, I don't want him to not play. So I want load management. Look, don't be putting him out there. I need him this year, next year, because I got a 10-year contract with him. I need him to at least play 8 years, 10 if we good. So in football, because there's no guaranteed contract, then if you don't play, they don't owe you nothing. That's why they need to move more towards
But see,
guaranteed.
the only thing about load management is like, say if Miss Howard nephew was a LeBron James fan, and she saved up to get these tickets to see LeBron James. Right, once in a lifetime, he's coming to Washington D.C. to play them, and then we get there, and then it's load management, and he's sitting out. That's the only thing about it.
Man, I went to the All-Star game when it was in Hartford, Connecticut. I went for one reason, to see Dr. J. I got all the way there. It was a great game. Can't tell you nothing about it because Dr. J didn't come. Dr. J didn't go to the All-Star game. And I was like 12 years old, crushed as a kid. I had cut so many yards that summer to go to this game. And I got there and he wasn't there. So I understand.
But you know what? The league really don't care.
I know it's a business. Listen, it's a business, and it is what it is.
They have to project that to make it seem like they care about. Oh man, LeBron is not going to be in Washington. Right. They don't care. The league care that LeBron is available for 10
years.
That Christmas game
for 10 years.
That Christmas game on TV. That's what they care about.
Now,
so this is a job. If this is a job,
it is,
and it is. Why don't they do more money management? So if they do get hurt, why don't they project they may get hurt? Save that money instead of going to buying the big mansion. Why is not money management a part of that?
That's a whole different.
Well, hold on, because I just saw Ocho Cinco said he saved 83% of all his earnings. The first year he lived in the facility. He said he lived inside the facility. At the end of the season, the coach came and said, "Yo, it's time for you to get an apartment." You can't. He was living at the facility. I saw this whole movie. I was
listen, I agree with you. But for every Ocho, there's 1,000.
Right. Well,
who watch.
Dr. J, Allen Iverson said the reason he gets to exist right now is because Dr. J came to him and said, "Yo, you spending too much money. You're going to be broke. What you need to do," gave him a dude's number, called him, and he put 50% of his pay away to after he turned 55 or 60.
That was Reebok who did that for him.
Reebok did that.
Reebok did him.
He said Dr. J gave him
the job.
I'm telling you what Allen Iverson said. Allen Iverson said
Reebok
Dr. J pulled him to the side.
They knew he didn't know what he was doing. Right. They knew he was going to mess it up. Hey, so we about to wrap this up.
Right.
Last thing, what you got, Miss Howard? Let the ladies first. What you got? What we got going on?
Just come on out Saturday, November 8th at the Civic Center, 4:00. Big Daddy Kane and the crew. Come on out. It's free. It's free. Come on out and enjoy yourself. Like I said, it's the second annual Petersburg Veterans Day celebration. And again, who else a veteran on here? All y'all veterans?
I'm a veteran.
All y'all veterans? Thank y'all for your service. Come on out, hang out. Let's get it. Doug is our MC, of course. He's been doing it for years. He's the spokesperson.
And everything goes.
Yeah.
There'll be no load management on Saturday night. Turn up till the top.
Black Gun Initiative. What you got going on, man?
Right now we are kind of getting ourselves in the zone. You know, I normally have my holiday toy giveaway coming up. Okay. And also we're about to do something with the Women of Empowerment. I think they're out in Hopewell. Women of Empowerment. Yeah, we did something with domestic violence survivors. We did a class with them. We're going to do something else. And we're going to have a class where families get to come in learn, for the parents to learn how to talk to their kids about if they come in contact with a firearm. There's going to be a free class. I'm probably going to shoot you all with the information,
Okay.
give information and stuff.
Shoot us the information.
Yeah,
Do
I
you do
know.
anything with substance abuse?
I'm
You do anything with?
going to send you that information, but it's a much needed class. Again, this is one not really about the firearm. It's really just about the parents being able to have a proper conversation about their kids to let them know, what to do, and in case they come in contact with a firearm. So that's kind of what we have going on. Details to come.
What
You do
want
anything with? I'm
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, go
Do
ahead.
you do anything with substance abuse? Is that something you work
Yeah.
with as well?
My group normally we talk about firearm safety and things of that nature within the community, but we have been kind of blending all things in because our motto now is the firearm is there. How we navigate it, how we understand it, that becomes the difference between when you hear about gun violence and things of that nature. We kind of get a little nervous about that. So whether it's substance abuse, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's these things like that, somehow the firearm is woven through a lot of these things. So we have to really have the understanding, the proper mindset when it comes to having that, that engagement. So
Okay.
yeah, we definitely do that. Matter of fact, it was another guy, I can't even think of his name now, so I don't even want to say it. There's another guy who had a group that was dealing with the substance abuse guys that we were going to get with to do a class.
I do that and do revive training, and I give away the free Narcan because a lot of substance.
See,
a lot of people dying out here. Yeah.
Been doing like to stop the bleed as well, to stop the first aid and stuff. So I mean, definitely we can get together and do something. For me, it's just really about getting the information out there.
The community.
Obstacle is literacy. Just really having an understanding. That's
absolutely.
All right, thank y'all for joining us. Do not
Thank
forget,
y'all.
man. Listen, if y'all want to get to that Big Daddy Kane meet and greet, do not wait till the last minute. I'm telling you, we're gonna shut it down. Listen, only a few tickets. 804-446-4699. Hit me up, inbox, do something. But the day of, like Flavor Flav said, I can't do nothing for you, man.
I can't do nothing for you, man.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Thank y'all again, man. Peace.